If you ask me, everyone should start the morning with a song. Then we'd all be so much more relaxed when things start going wrong. If we had a little sing-song with our morning cup of tea, just imagine how appreciative the family would be. You could pack them off to face their day in a big unfriendly city, with a song in their heart and going round their head, a cheerful little ditty, which would set them up and send them on their way, in a positive frame of mind to face their miserable day. When you caught the bus, there'd be a choir bus conductor there, who could lead community singing as you took your fare. And by the time you reached your journey's end, every fellow passenger on the bus would be a bosom friend. Oh, what a jolly happy place the world would be, if only someone somewhere would ask me. If you ask me, politicians should be paid the minimum wage, then their minds would be a lot more focused when they had to gauge how many billions they could spare for bailing out the rich and greedy, or providing decent hospitals and housing for the needy. If they had to use public transport out of sheer necessity, then the trains would be renationalised and the buses would be free. Perhaps if they were facing an old age which was so bleak that they had the chance of keeping warm or eating every week, it would wake them up and focus their attention on ensuring everybody had an adequate old age pension. Oh, what a just and fair place the world would be, if only someone somewhere would ask me. If you ask me, Buckingham Palace should be open for the use of the homeless and the victims of austerity abuse, like the folk who've lost their jobs and can't afford to pay the rent, or those who've been evicted and end up sleeping in a tent. We could open up the palace grounds and have allotments there, or a playground in a public park for everyone to share. The family who live there now would not be hard to relocate. It's just a couple of old age pensioners dependent on the state. But while there's families who are homeless and children who are needy, one couple with 700 rooms seems frankly rather greedy. Oh, what a fair and happy place the world would be, if only someone somewhere would ask me. If you ask me, Elon Musk should take a trip to outer space in his privately funded rocket with his right-wing wealthy mates, like Trump and J.D. Vance and Netanyahu and Farage. They could head off for the moon and then keep going on to Mars. They could take their nasty racist views and feed them to each other, leaving us to breathe again and work out how we can recover. But why stop there? They clearly care that they are rich and famous. What better way of ensuring this than to colonise Uranus? Better still, they could just F off and abscond and just keep travelling on to infinity and beyond. Oh, what a saner place by far the world would be, if only someone somewhere would ask me. If you ask me, all computers should be fitted with a button which would open up the possibility of a discussion, so when the damn thing crashes and you've no idea why, apart from a stupid message saying error 325, you could press its knob and talk the whole thing through, and it could tell you something sensible like what you're supposed to do. Then when it tries to say it cannot find the printer anymore, when it's clearly sat exactly where it's always been before, you could question its powers of recognition before making the suggestion that it visits an optician. And when you need to concentrate, but however hard you try, you can see the adverts flashing out the corner of your eye. You could press the button, have a chat and say that there's nothing you want to buy, so take the bloody things away. Oh, what a less frustrating place the world would be, if only someone somewhere would ask me. And what a better place by far the world would be, if only someone somewhere would ask me. I know it all. She answered me that grown-ups have their problems too, and sometimes even they don't know what's best to do. But it doesn't really matter if you feel unsure, as long as you know what it is that you're aiming for. When you're a woman, she said to me, use your woman's strength to help make history. They'll tell you every single day of your life you've got no part to play. Don't let them wear you down, you've got important things to say. Don't let them wear you down, no, you've got important things to say. I remember stories of women she'd known, whose hopes and lives were just like her own. The books at school never mentioned the kind of battles my mother had seen. The future, she said, and history too, are moulded by people like me and you. And now, although she cannot share my future, I can share her dream. When you're a woman, she said to me, use your woman's strength to help make history. They'll tell you every single day of your life you've got no part to play. Don't let them wear you down, you've got important things to say. Don't let them wear you down, no, you've got important things to say. But who will grudge me now? Just one regrets that so many things must remain unanswered for me my whole life long, because I didn't know the questions till she'd gone. When you're a woman, she said to me, use your woman's strength to help make history. They'll tell you every single day of your life you've got no part to play. Don't let them wear you down, you've got important things to say. Don't let them wear you down, no, you've got important things to say. The morning her whole world was blown away. She was only 2. In the years that came after of grieving and building, Sadako grew. She wept and she laughed in the dawn of life, just like her friends, till the bomb which already claimed thousands of lives caused grief once again. Listen to the hibakusha, listen to the plea. Make no more hibakusha, make no more hibakusha. Don't take your eyes off Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Don't take your eyes off Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The crane can survive for 1,000 years, the legend says. 960 64 paper cranes were all she made. The young people watched once again as the life of a friend ebbed away. The time had arrived when the whole world should hear what they had to say. Listen to their hibakusha, listen to their plea. Make no more hibakusha, make no more hibakusha. Don't take your eyes off Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Don't take your eyes off Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Now on the mountain of paradise, Sadako stands, a golden crane in her outstretched hands. Sadako stands, beneath her 1,000 cranes the friends have made. This is our cry, this is our prayer, peace in the world. Listen to the hibakusha, listen to the plea. Make no more hibakusha, make no more hibakusha. Don't take your eyes off Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Don't take your eyes off Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
happy as a set to be his bride. So one evening he got drunk, and then imagine my concern to find he'd taken the royal shilling and set sail with the morning tide, telling me I must be true till his return. Well, I've never been one for patience, and I thought you must be joking if you think I'm gonna sit around a weeping and a moping. So I took a decision there and then that I would follow after him, even if it meant I had to dress up as a man. So shiver me timbers, haul away a sailor's life for me. Scupper the pump and splice the jib before we put to sea. Slop the chest about the beam, a sailor's life for me. Poke with a hard water now before we put to sea. So I cut me lovely locks and bound me chest to make it flat. I acquired a pair of buckled shoes and put away my skirt. Found some rather fetching trousers and a proper sailor's hat, and I really looked the part in my stripy shirt. I set out with some trepidation when I first set sail, 'cause what I know about boats and stuff could be written with little fingernail. But I learned the jargon fast enough, and then you should have heard the stuff. In a nautical fashion I learned to say, like ship ahoy and scuttlebutt cuddy and baggy wrinkled jiggermast and flute in the buffer and bunting tosser and anchors away. So shiver me timbers haul away, sailors life for me. Scupper the pump and splice the jib before we put to sea. Slop the chest about the beam, a sailor's life for me. Poke with a hand and welter now before we put to sea. Well, it wasn't all that hard to pass myself off as a boy. Once I'd come to terms with my inner masculinity, until one momentous day I discovered to my joy another man with similar attributes to me. So now I had a friend who shared my feminine persuasion. It was great to know I wasn't on my own, but the fear of discovery was always on our minds, and we wondered what the others would have said if only they had known. After many months, eventually it slowly dawned on us that we were not the only men on board who sang soprano, didn't shave, could multitask, and never stood up to pee. So shiver me timbers all away, sailors wait for me. Scuff the pump and splice the jib before we put to sea. Slop the chest about the beam, sailors wait for me. Poke with a hard welter now before we put to sea. Captain Blackbeard was the only man on board who had a claim to be the genuine article. The clue was in his name. Till one day a mighty storm blew up, and as it gathered pace, it knocked the fake and bushy beard from off her face. So now we are a gallant band of women to a man. My song's gone on so long I can't remember how it began. But now we travel where we please, we sail around the seven seas, and instead of fighting, we negotiate with all our enemies. So shiver me timbers all away, sailors life for me. Scupper the punch and splice the jib before we put to sea. Slop the chest and back the beam, a sailor's life for me. Poke with a hard welter now before we put to sea. And just in case you're wondering what became of that young man, the one I mentioned half an hour ago when my song began, the answer is I've no idea, but I'm not feeling blue, 'cause I'm far too busy having fun now that I'm a sailor too. Watch you on the telly, celebrating the achievements of the suffragettes, and without a trace of irony, applauding those brave women who planted bombs and chained themselves to railings for a start, burned down private homes and then went on to smash up galleries of art, which they did to draw attention to their fight for votes for women and for women's rights. So why do you see the actions of a bunch of peaceful pacifists as such a threat, that you branded them as terrorists and hauled them off to prison for painting on an aeroplane or holding up a sign pointing out our government is complicit in destroying Palestine? But as no one has been hurt, it seems unclear. What exactly is it that you fear? The terrorists are not the ones protesting peacefully. They are not the ones who should be tried. The terrorists are those who shoot down children every day, the ones who are committing genocide. So dear Yvette, when history is judging how you handle peaceful protest, we will not forget that a so-called Labour government stood by and watched the slaughter, and instead of doing everything it could to stop this crime, turned on its own citizens who supported Palestine. But at what point will you finally decide to call it what it is? It's genocide. At what point will you finally decide to call it what it is? It's genocide. Mrs. Bakken, jag är en far, and you and all the fancy. Ring mig all, jag Gwenny's Gwen, a carafana I vedi. Hanna fjärdi är vår, lilla mora I gilli. Whether in the world you find your boy, and lana palana paini. Clara, Clara, hoyt vågtig, remissen vill falla. En bojne våra najt och het, då din regaret fäckla. Uff, kunde bäng, jag kunde rau in the bäng, kunde jag. Quite in the bäng, whispered I through, my ass was clothed and hallowed. I rose at dawn's first waking light, and wandered midst the flowers, and long the dew was by my side in that morning's early hours, to take your hand and walk a while, and watch the new day dawning, and kiss you gently on your cheek as you first kissed the morning. Mrs. Bakken, jag är en far, and you and all the fancy. Then beguile your Gwenny's Gwen, a caraflan I verdi. Hanna fjärdi är vår, lilla mora I gilli. Whether in the world you find your boy, and lana paini. I was reading the Daily Mail the other day about these bloody refugees who come to stay, taking all our women and our houses and our jobs, and now it's all their fault the country is in total disarray. So now they're going to make them take a test to prove that they're as British as the rest. They'll be asked the rules of cricket. Are they fond of chicken tikka? Do they know the full procedure when their home is repossessed? But there's something that the gutter press forget when presenting all these people as a threat. The population of these islands is already about as mixed as you can get. We've had the Celts and the Romans and the Saxons and the Jutes, the Angles and the Vikings and the Danes. People settled here from Russia and from Pakistan, from India, Poland and the Ukraine. Had the Picts and the Normans, the West Indians and the Jews, the Huguenots, the Germans and the Dutch. Mix them all together and stir them up a bit, and what do you got? You got a Brit. Some of them were invaders, brought the country to its knees. Some were economic migrants and some were refugees. Some were welcomed warmly and others were defied. But one thing they had in common, they all went forth and multiplied. We've had the Celts and the Romans and the Saxons and the Jutes, the Angles and the Vikings and the Danes. People settled here from Chile and Afghanistan, from Trinidad and Ukraine. Had the Picts and the Normans, the Ugandans and the Jews, the Huguenots, Hungarians and the Dutch. Mix them all together and stir them up a bit, and what do you got? You got a Brit. Centuries, well here we are at last. We can't avoid it, we're a product of the past. And if you don't believe me, just take a look around. So many different colours, shapes and sizes to be found. When they say we should reject the refugees, they'll never fit. Let's remember that assimilation is traditional for a Brit. We've had the Celts and the Romans and the Saxons and the Jutes, the Angles and the Vikings and the Danes. People settled here from Scandinavia and Iran, from Turkey, Ghana and the Ukraine. Had the Picts and the Normans, the Italians and the Jews, the Huguenots, Romanians and the Dutch. Mix them all together and stir them up a bit, and what do you got? You got a Brit. Mix them all together and stir them up a bit, and what do you got? You got a Brit. I love to hear choirs from the valleys. I'm a sucker for folk song and blues, and the chance of a sing-song with family and friends is something I rarely refuse. If I live to be over 100, I know I'll never tire of listening to small children singing, or the fabulous tones of the Nottingham Clarion Choir. And it may not provide all the answers, it may not put pay to all wrongs. You say it is futile to think we can sing even louder than bullets and guns, but the music comes down through the ages to remind us of struggles our parents have seen. We share in the pain and the triumphs of people from places that we've never been. We feel when we sing we can do anything. Together it makes us feel strong. This is the power of music. This is the power of song. And whether we're singing for wages or protesting against bloody war, the songs buoy us up when we're flagging and we feel we can't take anymore. When it seems as if nothing is going our way and hope for the future is gone, if we sing all together with comrades and friends, it gives us the strength to go on. And it may not provide all the answers, it may not put pay to all wrongs. You say it is futile to think we can sing even louder than bullets and guns, but the music comes down through the ages to remind us of struggles our parents have seen. We share in the pain and the triumphs of people from places that we've never been. We feel when we sing we can do anything. Together it makes us feel strong. This is the power of music. This is the power of song. When apartheid was ruling in South Africa, when the fascists were marching in Spain, when Allende was ousted in Chile, when Lebanon was bombed once again, from the slaves of the Underground Railway to the international brigades, the songs songs that they sang all together kept them going when they felt afraid. And it may not provide all the answers, it may not put pay to all wrongs. You say it is futile to think we can sing even louder than bullets and guns, but the music comes down through the ages